Right. Hi, Banvatama. You all welcome to the geometry special session for the students who are facing this year exam as well for the students in grade 11 new, right? So this contains a set of geometric equations, right, which are mostly applicable uh, in the O-level exam paper, and then we are discussing that kind of question, so that will refresh and recall your memory with regard to the geometry parts, and then you will be having a vast knowledge about the geometry concepts again, right? So this is what we have to discuss today as the short questions. So you know that what is the format of the geometry in the O-level paper. So you have 8 short questions in the part one, part A of the first paper, and then further you have in the second paper PO2 geometric questions, and then the construction questions. Okay, so PO2 geometry in the paper 2, and 8 questions out of 25 questions in the first paper is the geometric questions. So that means you have a more weight on the geometry, and a lot of students failing at the geometry equation. So you can recover at this part up to some extent throughout this discussion that we are going to start now. Okay, right. So you can make the corrections, you can make your sketch concepts right for this question series. Okay, so I will discuss in detail. So these beginning questions are some kind of easy questions, so that will be okay to you, right? So we will start one by one the question series, right? Right, now check the discussion here. First one, this is a straight line. So the angles on a straight line is add up to 180. That's the first basic concept. So you can find out here x plus 40 degree equal 180. So now you can subject x here. So x equal just 180. Bring this 40 to the other sides, then subtract 40. So x equal 140 degrees. So what is the concept here? The concept is the angles on a straight line, right, is add up to 180. So that is the first condition. Now you check here, this is also similar. So this is a straight line, then this is angles on the straight line. So you know that the sum of all three angles add up to 180. Whenever you see a one angle is 90, so that idea, the other also should be 90 because they are the supplementary angles. Okay, then the sum of these two 180, then this 2x individually shall equal to 90 in short way. So, okay, so you can write even 2x equal 90. Then you can find out, just divide by 2 both sides, then x equal 45 degree. In that way also you can think the geometric equation. Understood? So because one part 90 means the other part should be 90. That 90 denotes by the 2x. So 2x equal 90, then divide by 2, that gives you the 45 degrees. Okay, fine. Now question number 3. Here you can see, I think I count almost nearly 80 questions there. Okay, so concentrate on the discussion and get the vast knowledge. You can continue these 80 questions, that may a very impact for the geometry. So this is the angles on a straight line, x plus 80. Then apply that one, x plus 80 degrees equal 180. Just subjects 2x equal, right, 180 subtract 80. Okay, then 2x equal, right, 100. So just divide by 2 both the sides, then x equal 50 degrees. X equal 50 degrees. Okay, right, correct them. So here same angles on a straight line, then you can write x plus 35 plus 70, right, that equal 180 degrees. So x plus here 5, 105 equal 180. Okay, then x equal 180 subtracts 105. So that gives you 75 degrees. Okay, so that is the answer. So here all the questions are based on the concepts, the angles on a straight line add up to 180. So we do know that some kind of questions is there in the exam similar to that. Okay, right. Now we move to the question number 5 here. So that is also similar, that concept. So the angles on this straight line again add up to 180. So you can see that 6x plus 3x. In the other way, if one angle 90-degree means, you can see that I mentioned condition. So this is a straight line. The angles on the straight lines are supplementary. They add up to 180. So here one part 90 mean what happened to this 3x plus 2x? That also to be 90. Okay, so you can directly see that 3x plus 6 also to be 90-degree. So that comes with that rule. So 6x plus 3x means 9x equal 90-degree. Okay, then divide by 9 both the sides, then x equal 10-degree. X equal 10-degree. Okay, fine. So these are bit not much advanced questions. You can catch up it. Okay. Right now we move to the next question. So the next question deals with here also they are asking find the value of x plus y. So they are not asking individually the x and individually the y. They are asking the sum of x plus y. But they are asking the sum of x plus y. Okay, so how to do this question? Now check there. So here the angles on the straight line. So here also you can see that x plus x, 2x plus y plus y, 2y equal the sum is 180 degrees. So 2x plus 2y equal 180. Just you can take the common factor outside. 2x plus y equal 180. Now you can divide both the sides by 2. Okay, so you divide by 2 here. Then you can see 2 simplified, then x plus y comes as 180 divided by 2. That gives you the 90-degree. Okay, 90-degree. Okay, now check here. So the next questions there. So the next question here, the angles on a straight line. So here also you can see that x plus x, y plus y, 60. So x plus x means 2x plus y means 2y plus 60. So that gives you the angle 180. Okay. So you can see now here 2x plus 2y plus 60 equals 180. Then subject 2x plus 2y equal 180 subtract 60. Okay, then 180 subtract 60 comes as 120. Similarly, take out 2 as a common factor. Then here 120. Now divide by 2 both the sides. So that gives you x plus y equal 120 divided by 2 means 60 degree. So x plus y is 60 degree. Okay, fine. Now move to the question number 5. So what's the concepts there? So here a basic geometry right from the beginning to the advanced levels, right? The questions being set up. So now here the previous questions build up as per the theorems, the angles on a straight line. Now here you can see that two lines are intersecting each other, then they create the vertically opposite angles. So now you can see that x and 60 degree are the vertically opposite angles. So you can see that x equal 60 degree. What's the theorem behind that? So the vertically opposite angle. So these are the first paper oriented questions for part 1, paper 1, part A question. So the reasoning is not compulsory. Understood? The reasoning, mentioning reasoning within the bracket is not compulsory. right? But for the second paper geometry, it is compulsory. So here, but you can write these steps. If you get used to do that reasoning, no problem. But that is not compulsory in the paper one. Okay, right now check here. So you can see that here the angle x plus 35, here the 100. These are the two vertically opposite. So here the two straight lines intersecting. Now check here, this angle equal totally this angle. So you can write x plus 35 degree equal the 100. Okay, now subject x equal 100 subtracts 35. Okay, now x equal 100 subtract 35 means that is 65 degrees. Right, 65 degrees. Okay, that deals the vertically opposite angles. Now this is related to the angles, right? Angles related to the parallel lines. So the angles related to the parallel line knowledge. So here two lines are parallel. See there, two lines are parallel. So these two angles are called the, right, corresponding angles. These two line angles are corresponding angles. If the lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles are equal. So here x equals 70 degree. So that gives you the answer x as 70 degree. Okay. Now you can see that here the two lines are parallel. Then here 50 degree they are. So we have several methods to do that one. So if this is 50, you can mark this as how much? Here the two lines parallel. So these two angles are allied angle. Okay, one method. So allied angle. So allied angles are add up to 180 if the lines are parallel. So here 50 means here that becomes 130. Okay. So normally when two lines intersect and the transversal they are, allied angles they are, but allied angle add up to 180 if the lines are parallel only. Okay, so here 50, then here 130. Now you can see that these two are again vertically opposite angle. Then you can say that x has 130 degrees. Okay, fine. So that is one method. There are several methods inside the question. Here you can see this is alternate 50. Then these two again angles on a straight line. They can add up. Fine. Right. Now see the question number 5. Here 110 they are. So you can see that here the sum of these two also equal. This is two lines parallel. Then these are allied angle. Allied. So here 110 means this total to be 70 degree. Why? The sum of these two allied angles shall be equal to 180. So here 110 means here should be 70. Now you can see that total angle 70 that creates A and 25. So now you know that A plus 25 degree equal the angle 70 degree. A plus 25 equal the 70. Then subject A. So A equal just 70 subtracts 25. So that gives you 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Okay, what the condition you made there? These are the parallel lines. So this is the transversal. Between that, these are the allied angle. The sum of these creates 180. Then this part becomes 70. 70 is the sum of these two angles. Then you found the A. Okay, fine. Right now, related to the congruency, you know that in paper 1, part A, we can see the congruency questions there. Okay, if any doubts or if any mistakes I made, right, tell me. Then you can cover up all the geometry knowledges and you can cover up even the basic questions, first part equations, 8 questions you can cover up there. Okay. Right, now we move to the fourth one. Now, what are the remaining pair of elements that should be equal so that the triangle EFH and EFGH are congruent under SAS? Now, check what is the case they mentioned. SAS, side angle side. So, in this case, my students, right, check this one. This angle to be the intermediate angle. What is the angle to be there? Intermediate angle. Okay, then when you are writing the case also, you can see that two sides there, angle is inside that written. So when congruent they are, so the angle to be the intermediate one. So here you can see these two sides equal and this is the other sides for common for both. Then this is side, so the angle to be located intermediately inside that. So in this triangle also the angle to be the intermediate angle. So now you can see that side, angle, side. Okay, here side, angle, sides. So now the angle is the intermediate. Okay, side, angle, sides. Fine. Right. So which angle to be equal now? So you will write EFH angle to be equal. Write HFG angle. Right. Remember this F and here F should be middle. They can write in the other way, HFG, the other way, this way, right? That's the remaining element under this condition. Okay, FEH and FEH, FEH and FGH can also. No, you cannot take this angles. Why? If you can't you take these angles, these two equal? No. Why? Uh, because then these two sides equal sides, but angle is not intermediate. Angle is not intermediate. Angle to be in this way. If two sides this one, angle should be between that two sides, the middle one. Right. Always the angle should be intermediate under this case, not any other two angles can take. Understood? Right. If two sides they are in this way, angle should be intermediately there. Remember that. So that's the specialty. I highlighted that one here. Angle to be intermediate. Okay, that to be checked. So in the question number 2, what is the remaining pair of elements that should be equal? So that's the triangle ABC and BCD are congruent under SAS. Now again see that SAS case given. So in SAS you check the angle whether the angle is intermediate. So here this is the sides common to both the triangle. Now check sides equal. Here also sides equal. Now check to the equal two sides, the angle to be in between the equal two sides. So which angle you choose? You choose the B angle and here C angle. So how to write their names? You write ABC angle to be equal with the other side's BCD angle shall be equal with BCD angle. Okay. So that are the two angles. So this here is specialty, the angle to be intermediate. Okay. Fine. Now we move with the next question. What is the case of congruency under which triangle ABOM are congruent? Now they are saying that that is congruent. Under which case they are saying? So now here 90 degree, fine. Sides, fine. Now you can see these two angles are vertically opposite. Now you can see the components. Here two angle and one side, two angle and one side. Unfortunately, the students when see the right angle triangle, they try with RHS all the time. No, never. So don't hurry to put RHS because in RHS the hypotenuse must equal. But here neither hypotenuse is equal, right? These two not equal. So now check here angle and sides. Here angle and sides. So if two angle and one sides are they congruent all the time? No, they are not congruent all the time. Why? In this case, my students see these logics very correctly, because I know in all the Sri Lankan students do these questions, but never have a good idea. Right now, angle side, this is the important part. In SAS, angle is the important part, but here side is the important part. Although don't be hurried to put AAS. Why? Check here the side to be corresponding. Highlight these points. So the sides to be corresponding sides. Okay, you have to check whether the side is corresponding. How to check the correspondency? So this side is front to this angle. Okay, and then this side also front to that same angle. the side front to this angle, here also that side front to the same angle. That is how you identify the correspondency. So these two sides correspondency, then that is congruent. Yes, under angle side case. Okay, check and finalize answer precisely. Okay, according to the information given in the figure, name a pair of congruent triangles and the case of congruency under which they are congruent. Right now you can see that here these two angles equal, okay, and here these two angles equal. How they are equal? See how they are equal. Because two lines parallel, then alternate pairs there. Here alternate the other pair. Z shapes, both the sides. You can see here Z shape and here Z shapes, marks them. And they mentioned that given these two sides equal, now you determine two angle and one side equal. So what's the case reference? Two angle and one side? Just one case, right angle, side only. But here you check whether the side is corresponding. Side to be checked whether corresponding there. So this is how you check. This side is front to this line angle and this side is front to this angle. Now you can see the side is front to the same angle in both the triangle. Same angle in both the triangle. Okay, now that is corresponding. First, now you check that, finalize your answer, the angle side, confirm the final answer. Okay, right. Right, if any doubt, ask, right, and concentrate very well to the discussion and understand these key points. A lot of students write the correct answers, but they do not have the exact 100% accurate knowledge on that one, right? We know in O-level maths papers, some are getting A marks, but when they come to the advanced level doing mathematics, right, but they are weak in A-level maths, right? Why the reason? They are weak because sometimes they just read and practice in the practice did several questions and they pass the O level. But although the question did, they didn't have the precise idea about the theory parts correctly. Okay, so the math is not always the practice, right? But with having a good theory knowledge, you have to deal with the question, that's fine. But you should have a correct, right, 100% accurate theory part. So students in Sri Lanka knows about the congruency, but here the special case, sometimes they do not know to find the correspondency of the sides, how to check the correspondency, why these two sides cannot take. They just, once they see that two angle and side, they are not checking the side is corresponding. Yeah, angle side, here also angle side, they put that the case, the answer would be correct, but they do not know even how to check the correspondency. So you know it very well now. So find the value of x, right? You know that here the triangle, right? Now you can see this is the exterior angle created. So that creates with the exterior angle theorem. This is the applicable theorem in all the papers in maths. Okay, you can see surely this theorem is there for doing the geometric equations. So now this is the exterior, better apply 110 equal, that exterior equal interior opposite sum. Okay, here x plus 70 for that one, that is equal. Okay, now subject x equal just 110 subtract 70, right? Then you give the answer for 40 degrees. Okay, you take the answer 40 degrees. Take the answers there. Okay, now check here. So this is the exterior angle. This is exterior angle create. Same way you need to find it. So that exterior equal interior opposite sum. Okay. So now you know that x plus x, right? X plus x equal 130 degree. So x plus x, 2x equal 130. Right. Then divide by 2, both the sides, 2 cancel. So x equals 65 degrees. So you just apply the exterior angle theorem, that is bit advanced rather than finding here interior and then add up to triangles angle. That is excellent. Right, now we move to the question number 3 and 4. They are, see that geometry. So here the exterior angle 120 that equal interior opposite sum. So you can write here the sum of these two, x plus 10 plus, so here x plus 10 is the angle, here 90. Okay, equal the exterior angle 120. So now you can see that x plus 90 plus 10, 100 equal 120. Just subject x as 120 subtract 100. So x equal 20 degree. Okay, so you applied the exterior angle theorem. Exterior equal, not the interior, interior opposite sum of these two. Okay, fine. Right, now we move to the next questions there. So the next question deals here the exterior angle, so that exterior equal interior opposite sum. So the sum of these two. Okay, you can see that 3x plus 2x equal, right, 150 degrees. Okay, 3x plus 2x, 5x equal 150 degrees. Just divide by 5, right, 5, 1, 5, 1, x equal 5, 3, 30 degrees. X equal 30 degrees. Okay, fine. Now check here. So this is the angle. So now here you can find first the y, or you can find the x. Also, both are applicable. You can run both through the exterior angle theorem. How? You choose first this triangle. See there. I choose this triangle first. So what is the exterior here? 130. So 90 plus y. So y plus 90 degree equal 130. Okay, then subject y, just 130 subtracts 90 degrees. So y equal, right, here it becomes 40 degree. Okay, y equal 40 degree. Right, now check here x. How to check the x? You check this triangle. Okay, check this triangle. Right, this triangle. So this is the exterior angle. So that is the exterior angle that equal interior opposite sum. So x plus 55 degree equal 130 degree. Okay, x plus 55 equal the exterior angle 130. So x equal just 130 degree subtract 55 degree. Okay, then x equal 130 subtract 55. So 10 subtract 5, 5. So here it comes as 12 subtract 5, 7, 75. Okay, what you applied for both the triangle, the exterior angle theorem. Okay, for you choose the bigger triangle and apply the exterior. You choose the smaller triangle and you apply the exterior. Okay, right. Right. Okay. හරි. ඊළඟට බලමු අපි next part එක. So here you can see that exterior angle is B. Exterior angle B. හොඳට බලන්න triangle එකද. හොඳට ඇස් තියෙන්න ඕනේ හරියට. අපි කියන කුස්සගේ ඇස් වගේ තියෙන්න ඕනේ geometry වල. So here B, that B equal interior, this one interior opposite sum. මුන්දෙනාගේ එකතුවට equal වෙනවා. So this is the 40 plus 85 total angle and here 30. Right, see in a nice way the exterior angle theorem, right? So now B you can equal exterior equal, this is interior opposite sum. Opposite means here 40 plus 85 the total angle plus here 30. So that gives you B equal 40 plus 30 70, 70 plus 85 155 degrees. Okay, so that's the exterior of that triangle. So you can choose the smaller triangle even, right? So this is the smaller triangle. Right, now you can see this is the exterior, that B equal, so, sorry, yes, now B equal A plus 40 in that way, A plus 40. How you apply for this blue color triangle? Exterior angle theorem, B equal A plus 40. Now B is found. B is found as 155. Just substitute equal A plus 40. Right. Now A equal 155. Subtract 40. So that gives you 5 115 degree. Okay. 115 A. Right. Hands up those who got this answer for this question. This bit okay. Okay, right. Okay, well done. Right. So those who couldn't do it right, one should, after the discussion, no problem, again do this. Right. Here we have 75 questions. Or 8 questions geometry there. So this revise you the knowledge. Remember you, the previous knowledge, this exterior angle theorem related questions. Chapter wise, this is being developed. Okay. The geometry is easy puta. කොච්චර කිව්වත් ඔක ළමයිට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ජියොමෙට්‍රි තරම් මම මැත්ස් වල ඊසි සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකක් දකින්න. බලන්න සිම්ප්ලිෆිකේෂන් හાર્ඩ් නැහැ. රයිට්. උඩට තින්කින් එක වැඩෙන ප්‍රශ්න හරියට නිකන් චෙස් අදිනවා වගේ වැඩක්. ජියොමෙට්‍රි කියන්නේ. ඒකට පොඩි ඇඩික්ට් වෙන්න ගණන් හදන්න. ජියොමෙට්‍රි වලට හිතන්න ඔළුව වෙහෙසන්න ඇඩික්ට් වෙන්න. දැන් කාලේ ළමයින්ගේ අඩුපාඩුව තමයි අර ඔළුව වෙහෙසන්නේ නැහැ. දැන් අපි ඔළුවේ තියෙන සමහර සෛල කැඩිලා යනවා. කියන්නේ නම් රිෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න නම් අපි යම් ලෙවල් එකකට තින්කින් එක ආවට පස්සේ එතනිනුත් එහාට අපි තින්කින් එක ගෙනියන්න ඕනේ. අපි කරන්නේ පොඩ්ඩක් තින්ක් කරලා කෙලින්ම ඩ්‍රොප් කරනවා, අතාරිනවා. හැබැයි මෙතනින් පස්සේ තමයි සමහර වෙලාවට අපිට ඕපන් වෙන්නේ මනස. ඔන්න ඕක අද ලොකු ගොඩාක් අඩුපාඩුවක් ළමයින්ගේ. ඉස්සර අපි A level maths කරන කාලේ සමහර questions කල්පනා කරනවා දවස් ගණන් බස් එකේ යද්දිත් ඒ question එකට උත්තරය ආවේ නැති එක ආයි හිතනවා. ඇයි මෙහෙම හිතුවේ මේක මෙහෙම වෙන්නේ නැද්ද කියලා හිතනවා. මම කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම. හැබැයි දැන් අද කාලේ බස් එකේ තියා විනාඩි 5ක් තමන් question එක දිහා බලලා බැරි නම් අතාරින්න. හරි. ඉතින් ඒක ලොකු ව්‍යසනයක් රටේ ළමයින්ගේ ඒක මේ ඉගෙනීමට ආසාව නැහැ මේ උත්තර ගන්න ආසාව නැහැ කියන. ඉතින් ඒක හැමෝම ඇති කරගන්න. තව දැන් මේ පාර ලියන අයට නම් මාසයයි දෙකයි. රයිට්. ඒතකොට ඔයාලා A level කරද්දී විශේෂයෙන් ඇඩ්වාන්ස් level කරනවා නම් රයිට් ඒක මේකට ඇඩික්ට් වෙලා ඒ අවුරුදු දෙක තුල අපි මේකේ ජීවත් වෙන්න ඕනේ. විශේෂයෙන් හැමෝම හොඳ රිසල්ට් එකකට යුනිවර්සිටි එකකට යන්න නම්. එහෙම නැතුව මේක නිකන් ඔහේ මියාවට ගියාට අවසාන මාස දෙකේ නිකන් ඔහේ බැලුවට මේක ගොඩ දාන්න බෑ පුතා. හරි. මොකද මම maths stream එක ගැන දන්න නිසා maths උත් එහෙමයි A level maths එක එහෙම නිකන් ගොඩ දාන්න බෑ. අපි කොච්චර O level A9 ගත්තත් මේක ගොඩ දාන්න බෑ එකපාරේ. වැඩ නොකරොත් පැහැදිලිද? ඒ නිසා මේ හැමෝම අර මං කියන්නේ මේකට ඇඩික්ට් වෙන්න ඕනේ මේ ඉගෙන ගන්න කාලය තුල. වෙන දේවල් ඔක්කොම අයින් කරලා ඒක තුල ජීවත් වෙන්න. ඊට පස්සේ එතනින් එහාට අපිට ලයිෆ් එකේ අනිත් දේවල් තුල ජීවත් වෙන්න පුළුවන් මේ උපයාගත්තු දේ අනුව මේ අවුරුදු දෙක තුන. ඔයාලට ඇත්තටම තියෙන්නේ තව අවුරුදු A level කරන අයට අවුරුදු දෙකයි මේ මාසයයි විතරනේ. ඊට පස්සේ යුනිවර්සිටි ලයිෆ් එක හાર્ඩ් නෑ, කම්පිටිටිව් නෑ. ඒකේ අපි ගියා කියන්නේ ඉංජිනේර් කෙනෙක්, ડોක්ටර් කෙනෙක්, මෙඩිසින් මෙඩිකල් ෆැකල්ටි ගියා කියන්නේ ඒක අවුට් වෙනවම තමයි උ. හරි. ඒතර මෙතන තමයි ගේම් එක තියෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා මේ ගේම් එකේදී අනිත් සියලු බාහිර දේවල් අයින් කරන්න. අයින් කරලා මේ අවුරුදු දෙක මහන්සි වෙන්න. ඒකෙන් තමන්ගේ ජීවිතේ උතුරු අපි තුමා අවුරුදු තව 40ක් ජීවත් වෙනවා කියලා 50ක්. ඒ 50ම ඩිපෙන්ඩ් වෙන්නේ මේ අවුරුදු දෙක මත. හිතලා බලන්න යම් දවසක නැද්ද කියලා. තමන්ගේ ජීවිත කාලේ ඉතුරු අවුරුදු 50 තමන්ගේ දරුවන්ගේ ඉස්සරහ අනාගතේ රයිට් තමන්ගේ පවුලේ සංහතියම පැවැත්ම තීරණය වෙන්නේ මේ අවුරුදු දෙක මත. ඔක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ සමහරවන්ට කොච්චර කිව්වත් අනිවාර්යෙන් ඔය අවුරුදු දෙක මතයි තීරණය වෙන්නේ. හරි. ඒ නිසා ඒක තියෙන උපරිම ශක්තිය දාලා කැප කරන්න. හරි. ආයි এডুকেෂන් එකේ ඔච්චර කැපකිරීමක් කරන්න ඕන වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. මොකද මම යුනිවර්සිටි ලයිෆ් එක දන්නවා. ඒකේ ඔච්චර කම්පිටිටිව් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. අපි කියන්නේ හાર્ඩ් තමයි. හැබැයි අපි ඒක ඇතුලේ ඒක ස්මූත්ලි කොහොම හරි ඒක වෙනවා වැඩි. හැබැයි මෙතනයි කම්පිටිෂන් එක තියෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා O level වලටත් වඩා A level වල යම් අඩුපාඩු දැන් වුණා නම් ඒ ටික මේ මාස තුල හදාගෙන ඉතුරු අවුරුදු දෙක කැප කරන්න මම හිතන්නේ සිංහල නොතේරෙන අයත් ඉන්නවා පන්තියේ. So I told that Putta, right, you have just 2 years and just 1 month to dedicate your life for to live for the balance rest of all the years that you are living, right? So work hard, right? The education is the most powerful weapon in our life, right? So you can understand it once you reach to the university life, even, right? You can have that experience. හරිනේ ඒක නිසා ඒක හොඳට ඔළුවට ගන්න ළමයි. අය මට කියන්න කාලයක් නැහැ. මේවා සමහර තව අපි සති කීපයක් මුණ ගැහෙන්නේ. ඒ කාලය තුල උපරිම කැපකිරීම කරන්න. තමන් කරන දේට සාධාරණයක් කරන්න. ඉගෙන ගන්න එකට සාධාරණයක් කරන්න. Hari, express the value of x using the c, right? Now you can see that here the c, right? Here's 2cc, right? So now check. For express the value of x using c. x ki වටිනාකම c ඇසුරෙන් අහනවා. බලන්න හොඳ ගණන්. So now they are not asking C value. Some students fails to answer this kind of question. So they are asking not to find C, find C, find X in terms of C, right? Then apply the exterior angle theorem to this triangle and see this angle here. How that C angle, this angle create? You can find this angle, this exterior equal interior opposite sum. So here C plus 2C gives you the answer 3C. So 3C comes here. Okay, now you can check that this small triangle there. So here C, here 3C, right, and here X. Okay, now you can see that this exterior equal interior opposite sum. C plus 3C eventually equal X. So X equal 3C plus C. So X equal 4C. Right, part 4. Express the value of D using A, B, and C. So here A, and here B, and here C. Okay, they are asking value of D using A, B, and C. D using A, B, and C. Okay, now check this. Mark the information. Then ඔයාලට ප්‍රශ්නයක් එකපාරම ඒවා පේන්නේ. දුරු හිතා ගන්නවත් බෑ question එක යන විදිහ. ඒකට ඔයාලා කරන්න ඕන ඔයාලට පේන දේ once you can what the things you can see in the diagram, mark this information in the diagram and then find the D. Okay, so if here A, here also A. So here A, B there. So you can see the exterior angle here, A plus B. Okay, now you can see here the AB, the exterior is A plus B. Now you can see that this is the triangle. Okay, then this is the exterior. Now you can see that you can apply to this triangle the exterior angle theorem. Okay, so now you can see that A plus B is the exterior equal interior opposite sum. So interior opposite sum means C plus D. Okay, now you can see that A plus B equals C plus D. So now you can subject find the value of D using ABC. Now subject D there. So D equal, bring this C to the other sides as negative C. So A plus B minus C. Hands up those who got the answer. D equal A plus B minus C. Exterior angle theorem and geometry apply inside our questions, right? Okay, right. Now we are moving to the next question. Right, find the value of X. Here you can see that so what is the value of X? Now you can see that here the triangle, okay, then all the angles, so three sides equal means what happened? All the three angles are equal, right? Then you feel that equilateral triangle. This is equilateral triangle. Then all the three angles add up to 180. Okay, you can write x plus x equal 180. So now you know that 3x equal 180. Just divide by 3 both the sides. Then 3 cancelled out. So x equal 60 degree. X equal 60 degree. Okay, right. Now check here. So here M, here 90. I can apply here also 90 degree. Why? This is a straight line. Angles on a straight line add up to 180. Now check here. This is the triangle. Okay, so that is the exterior angle, that 110 equal interior opposite sum of these two angles. Exterior equal interior opposite sum. So you can say that 110 degree equal 90 plus m degree m. So you can subject m as 110 subtracts 90. So m equal, that is 20 degree. Okay, that is 20 degree. Right, okay. So now we have this answer, right? Find the value of x. Now check what's the theorem. These two sides equal means they are opposite angles to the equal sides are equal. That's the theorem. When always two sides equal, check their front angle, opposite angles, they are equal. So here 40, x also 40 degrees. So that are not much hard equation. So here the angles on a triangle, in a triangle, they add up to 180 degrees. Apply that theorem. So x plus 65 degree plus 55 degree equal 180 degree. Okay, then x plus here 5, 5, 10. 1 remaining, 6 plus 5, 11 plus 1, 12 equal 180. Okay, then x equal subject 180 subtract 120. So that gives you 60 degree. So x equals 60 degree. Okay, right. Now we move to the next one. Find the value of x. So now you know this is a 90 degree. So eventually, if one is 90, the short way is what? If one is 90, the other pair is 90. In your mind also you can determine. So one is 40, then this should be 50. But I write, so x plus 40 plus 90 equal 180. So that's the theorem. So x plus 130 equal 180. So just subject x as 180 subtracts 130. So that gives you 50 degree. Okay. So here also the angles in the triangle add up to 180. So 3x plus 2x plus x equal 180. Okay. Now 3, 2, 5, 1, 6x equal 180 degree. So now divide by 6 both the sides. So now x equal 30 degree. Okay. Now check this answer. Now 8-1, find the value of x and y. See here. So here two lines are parallel, right? Then if parallel means you can find out this angle. How? Right, these are lines parallel, then these side up to 180 because these are aligned angles. So lines are parallel means aligned sum is 180. So you can write x plus 120 equal 180. Okay, then subject x equal 180 subtracts 120. So x equals 60 degrees. Right, so here 60 degree. Now you can see that the bigger triangle here, right? So these three angles add up to 180. That are the angles of a triangle. So you can now write y plus 60 plus 72 equal 180. So now you can see that y plus 2, say 132 equal 180. So y equal just 180 subtract 132. So y equal 48 degrees. Y equal 48 degrees. Okay, now move to the part 2 of the answer. So here you can see that here 30, See here 50 there. So this is vertically opposite. Oh, you can see that this is Z shape angle. Okay. If this is 40 mean, if this is 50 mean, this is 50. Okay. Now you can see that this is the triangle. Okay. And the interior angle sum is add up to 180. So you can write x plus 50 degree plus 100 equal 180. Okay, then x plus 150 equal 180. Okay, now x equal 180 subtract 150 means 30 degrees. X equal 30 degrees. Okay, fine. Now question number part 3. Find the value of x and y. So now you can see that here x there, here two sides equal there. If this is 48, remember the theorem, right? So these vertically, these opposite angles are equal. If this is 48 means this is also 48. Okay. Now you can check here the triangle. Right, then exterior angle x equal, right, interior opposite sum 40 plus 48 plus 48. Right, so x equal 96 degrees. So x equal 96 degrees. Okay, now you can consider the bigger triangle. In the bigger triangle, this is 90 degree. Right. This is the bigger triangle I consider. Now here 90 degree, here 48 degree. Now consider the interior angle sum of the bigger triangle. Then you can say that y plus 90 degree plus 48 degree equal, right, 180 degree. So y plus 8, now 19438 equal 180 degree. So y equal just 180 subtracts 138. Okay, y equal 42 degrees, y equal 42 degrees. Right, now check here. These all the three sides equal. That means here 60 degree, 60 degree, 60 degree. So what they asking QPS, QPS. This angle is asking. If all the three sides equal mean that is equilateral triangle. So one becomes 60. That's the knowledge should be there. Then as per the exterior angle theorem, here's the outer angle. Oh, you can see here 60 mean here 180. Why? These are adjacent angle. Now, if one angle 120, that means here these two parts be equal. Okay, why these two sides equal again? Then mean this angle and this angle are also equal. So you can find out these two parts separately. How? Here 120 means sum of these two becomes 60. Then this part becomes 30. 30, 30. Then total angle they are asking QPS equals 60 plus 30. That gives you the 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree. Okay, fine. So now we will move to the part 5. Now check there. So now here 60, 45 plus 30, this exterior angle theorem apply there. This one plus this one equal the exterior. Okay, so 30 plus 45 becomes 75. So these two sides equal means front angle to that sides I also equal. So here becomes 75. Okay, now 75, 75. Here it's asking, now you can add up these to the 180. So you can write x plus 75 plus 75 equal 180. Okay, then x plus 150 equal 180. So x equal 180 subtract 150. So x equal 30 degrees. X equal 30 degrees. Okay, fine. Now check. Here two sides equal means, right, what happened? Here 65 they are, so here also 65. So x you can directly find out 65. On which basis? If two sides equal, right, opposite angles are equal. The converse of that is, if two angles are equal, then opposite sides are equal. Fine. Right. So here 65 degrees they are. So Here 65 means you can see these two lines parallel. Then here 65 means here also 65 degree they are. Okay. Now you can see that these two lines equal. Here 65 means here also 65. Why these two sides equal means two angles equal. Now you can consider this small triangle, they add up to 180. So you can see that 65 plus y equal 180. Okay, now 65 plus 65, 130 plus y equal 180. So y equal now just 180 subtracts 130. So that gives you 50 degrees. That gives you 50 degrees. Okay, fine. Correct them. Right, now we move to the question number 9. Right, now it is coming with the circle geometry. This question, right, they asking find the value of x, right? So remember that this is a center. Center means when you see a center, mark the radius with same length. Make a අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම කරන්න. Whenever you see the center and radius, mark with the same sign, the sides equal. Okay, now check here x mean here also x, y, because two radius are equal, then front angle to that side are also equal. Now check this triangle and then exterior is the 110, that 110 equal x plus x. So you can write x plus x equal 110. So 2x equal 110. Just divide by 2 both the sides. So x equal 55 degrees. Okay, now check here. So here 50 means the sum of these two, right, shall be 130, but these two angles are equal. Then 130 is equally shared between the two angles. So that becomes 65 degrees. So here also 65 degrees. So now you can apply the exterior angle theorem to find XO. These two adjacent are 180. So you can even write x equal 50 plus 65. So that gives you, right, 115. 115. Right. Then find the value of x and y. Right, now the bit difficult questions coming, x and y. So here all the three angles equal means you can find all the three equal means equilateral of any equilateral triangle, interior angle is 60 degree. Okay, x 60 mean here also you mark 60 degree. Now you can see that two lines are parallel. Okay, then these add up to 180. So you can write y plus 60 degree equal 180. Then subject y equal 180 subtract 60 degrees. So y equal 120 degrees. Okay, y equal 120 degrees. Now check here carefully. So this is the triangle. So here angle is 20. And here all the three sides equal means here should be 60, here should be 60. Okay. Now you know that here one angle is 20. Here one angle is 20. Then these two sides equal given. Then these both angle to be equal. Then what is one angle? So here 20 means sum of these two should be balance of 180, that is 160. Then that to be divided by 2 to share by 2 equally. So then 160 was the balance, divide by 2, that gives you 80 degrees. So that means this whole part is 80. From 80, just subtracts this 60 degree. So that gives you 20 degrees. From 80 subtract 60, that gives you 20 degrees. Okay, fine. The question so here equilateral triangle, one became 60, then here 20, and all the two sides given, then here these two angles equal as 80. So from 80, just subtracts that 60. So now check this 10th one. So here X they are. So these two angle sides are equal. So you know that the opposite angles to that side also equal. Here 65 mean here 65. Okay. And now you can see that these are adjacent angle. They add up to 180. So you can now write X plus 65 equal 180. Mark these information in the diagram itself. So X equal just 180 subtract 65. So that gives you, right, 115 degrees. Okay, right. Now mark here information. Here these two sides equal means the angle opposite to that side are also equal. Here X mean here also X. Okay, now you can see that here X, here 78. These three sums add up to 180. So you can write x plus 78 degrees equal 180 degrees. So x plus x means 2x plus 78 equal 180 degrees. Just subjects 2x, just 180, subtract 78. So 2x equal, right, 102. Just divide by 2 both the sides. So x equal 51 degrees. So x equal 51 degrees. Okay. Then once you know the x value, you can find out the y value, why the sum of these two becomes 180. Okay, right. So now it becomes 51 plus y equal, right, 180. Just subtract y, 180, subtract 51. Okay. So that gives you 129. Okay, right. Which one pass into? 9k4. 9k4. බලන්න 4 4 එකේ වුණේ 9k4 බලන්න. So here it came as equilateral triangle. Make equilateral කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. All three sides with same symbol. Okay, then you can take one angle 60. This is 60. This is 60. This is also 60. This part fine. So now the top triangle, this is given as here 20 degree given, and then all these two sides equal. May sides දෙක equal two sides. Don't make it front angles දෙක මේ මුළු angle එක. This total equal this total. Then how you take it? Here 20, then sum of these two shall be 160. Then 160 divided by 2 means what? This one totally 80. So make 80 වෙනවා totally. From 80 subtracts this 60 part. That x part is the balance here. X is marked a small part here. So from 80 subtract 60. That gives you 20. Okay. Right. Now see the question number 10. Right. Find the value of y. Now you can see that here three sides given. Okay. Now here 70 mean here also 70. Okay. Whenever two sides equal, right mark their opposite angles are equal. So 70 here becomes 140. 70 equals exterior 140. Then here y mean here also y. Now their two sides equal. Okay, y 140 exterior angle you gave 140. Then you can write y plus 140 equal 180. Okay, then y means 2y equal 180, subtract 140. Okay, 2y equal 40 degrees. Just divide by 2 both the sides. Y equal 20 degrees. Y equal 20 degrees. Right. Now check here. This is 80 degree. Okay. Now you can see this is a parallel line. Then here 80 mean here also how much? That is also 80. Then here 80, here 80 is a shape. Then these two sides equal. Two sides equal means their front angles are equal. So here opposite angles are equal. Here 80, here 80. Now you can find out the x values. Why? All these three add up to 180. So 80, 80, 160. Here 20 the balance. So x equal 20 degrees. Right. ඔය ක්‍රමයේම නෙමෙයි උත්තරේ එනවා නම් හරි ජියෝමෙට්‍රි කියන්නේ different paths තියෙනවා. සෑහෙන paths thinking patterns වෙනස්. කොහොම හරි උත්තරේ එනවා answers එනවා. Now the midpoint theorem that is very important. මේක දැන් තමයි important part එක. For which one Tenuli? So what the angle in the center theory effect is? So the previous one. Send me with the question number, then I will clarify it. Okay, at the moment we will move to this question. Now see there, ninth question, fourth one. Yes, not center angle theorem been applied there, right? Yes. No any center angle. Why? You should think that 220 means here twice. No. Why here not a circle there? Okay, not a circle there. Here equilateral, then it comes one angle 60 equilateral triangle. So center angle theorems cannot apply. The circle is not given, and these are not at the circumference, and this is not at the center. Okay, now check the question here. So now the midpoint theorem applies. See that here this is the triangle, two midpoints given. Okay, two midpoints given. Then when two midpoints given connected, these two parallel, that is the condition. And lengthwise, this is half of this lesson, this length. So now you check here 100 there. If two lines parallel means you can see this is corresponding angles and they are equal if the lines parallel. So this is also comes as 100 degree. Now you can see that this is the triangle. I extract that triangle. Okay. So this is 100 degree and this is x and this is 20. Now you can apply the exterior angle theorem one shot. So 100 x plus 20 equal 100. Okay. Now you can see that x equal just 100 subtracts 20. So x equal 80 degrees. X equal 80 degrees. Okay, midpoint theorem firstly applied and then the exterior angle theorem. Right, this one here x means here that parallel lines are there. So parallel lines mean here x mean here also x. Okay, alternate angles since the two lines are parallel. Then see that these two lines also parallel, then here x mean here also x. What are they? They are the corresponding angles. Okay, now check. These two sides are equal. So here x mean here also x. Why these two sides are equal? Now you can add up the three angles here, right? These three values together. So x plus 20 degree, that gives you 180. So x plus x means 2x plus 20 equal 180. Right, then 2x equal 160, just divide by 2 both the sides, so x equal 80 degrees. X equal 80 degrees. Okay. Right, now move to the question number 11 there. Right. Fill in the blanks of the following statement in a parallelogram. Right. Kiyan balana මේකට උත්තර ටික. Send me the answers to the chat. In a parallelogram, sides are equal, angles are equal, the diagonals are මොනවද ඒ උත්තර? In a parallelogram, right, opposite sides are equal. මෙන්න features ටික තියෙන්නේ. Opposite sides are equal and opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal, right? Then the diagonals are bisected each other. The diagonals is bisected by each diagonal, right? In a rhombus, sides are equal. මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ rhombus එක sides are equal and the diagonals මොකද්ද මේකට වෙන්නේ? මොකද්ද answer එක? In a rhombus all sides are equal කියලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. මේකට ටිකක් optional answers. සමහරුන්ට වෙනස් විදිහ answers හිතෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. Very good Methali. Right. Diagonals are equal. Rhombus in a rhombus all sides are equal and the diagonals are equal or not in a rhombus. Diagonals equals the නැද්ද? නෑ. Diagonals are not equal. You write the diagonals are bisected perpendicularly. අන්න ඒකයි rhombus එක විශේෂත්වය. Diagonals are perpendicularly bisect. Diagonals bisects perpendicularly. Right. In a square, right, diagonals are bisect each other. In a square මොකක්ද ඔයාලා දැම්මේ? In a rhombus area equal and right. මොනවාර ඒකට ගැලපෙන උත්තර මොනවද? Last one එකට මොකක්ද answer එක? In a square diagonal bisect each other. Oh, diagonals තමයි දාන්න වෙන්නේ. In a square diagonals bisect each other. Right. Now we move to the question number 7. Right. Find the value of x. Make x ගේ වටිනාකම අහනවා. Right. ඔන්න බලාගෙන ඉන්න equilateral මෙන්න දාලා තියෙන symbol all three sides are equal equilateral. So that is 60. That is 60. That is 60. Now check here. So now here 60 mean here 120 degrees. Why? These are the straight line. Then these two add up to 180. Now you can see this is a parallelogram පුතා. In a parallelogram, the opposite angles are equal. Here 120 mean here x also 120 degrees. X also 120 degree. In which conditions the opposite angles are equal. Now check. If the area of the parallelogram ABCD is 50 squares per centimeters, find the area of the area triangle ABC. So they ask in the ABC triangle under which conditions we are giving the answer. By the diagonal, the area is bisected. Area is bisected equally. So now the total 50, then here half of that, that means 25 square centimeter. Here the other half. Okay, according to the informations given in the parallelogram ABCD, magnitude of ABC, find the magnitude of ABC. Right, now check. Right, parallelogram, then here's what they're asking, ABC, this angle, okay. So here 60, here 65 means you can find out this angle, right? How? These add up at these two and then subtract from 180. Then this comes as 55 degrees, okay? 55 degrees. So that means in the parallelogram, right, the opposite angles are equal. So here 55 mean here also 55 degrees. මේවා පුතා mark කරන්න. Mark this information in the diagram itself. Then this would be the steps. You found this angle. Then you equally this angle. Why the opposite angles are equal? Now ABCD is a rhombus. Rhombus means you mark all the four sides equal. අනිවාර්යෙන් ඕක කරන්න. නිකන් හිතේ තියාගෙන ඉන්න එපා. This is a rhombus, right? Just mark the informations, right? හිතේ තියාගෙන ඉඳලා අපිට results ඉන්නේ, right? ඒවා පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ, right? ABCD is a rhombus. According to the given information, find the magnitude of BCD. BCD, they ask in this magnitude, right? So now check. Here 50 mean here 50, right? Why? You found that one due to that knowledge here because all two angles equal because the sides equal. Okay, then 50, 50, 100, then this is comes as 80. Why? All the triangles add up to 180. So 50, 50 because these two sides equal in a rhombus. Then 100, this is 80. Now you can see that this is opposite to this angle. So in that way, BCD. So this is also parallelogram. No? Yes. Rhombus is also parallelogram, special parallelogram. So all the parallelogram features are applicable here. Okay, so here the opposite angles are equal. So here 80 mean here 80. Right. So like the rhombus are the subset of the parallelogram. Okay. Right. Here the some specific features they are for the rhombus. That's the difference. Right. Now check the next one. Find the value of x. Right now check here. So here 70. This is a parallelogram. Then here also 70. Okay. Why? Opposite angles are equal in the parallelogram. So rhombus diagrams for in angle bisect to another. Oh. Rhombus diagonals decking vertex angles bisect from the diagonals of the rhombus, their vertex angles are bisected each other. That happens in the rhombus. Okay. Right now, check here. Here 70 mean here also 70. Okay. Now you can see that these two sides parallel. Then here 70 mean here also 70. Okay. Why? The corresponding angles. Okay. So that's fine. Just, but not of both of given 30, right? 30 වල වටිනාකම කෝණෙත් නැහැ x හොයන්නනේ. Right. Yes. 70 means 70. Then here 70 equal x equal 70. අර 30 වලින් වැඩක් වෙන්නේ නැහනේ. Right. Okay. Question number 6. Here. Here x, here 60 mean you know that this is a parallelogram. Then opposite angles are equal. So here 60 mean here 60. Then you can see this is a straight line. On the straight line, they add up to 180. Then you can write x plus 60 degree equal 180. So gen subject x as 180 subtract 60. So that gives you 120 degrees. Okay, find magnitude of ADC. ADC, right, according to the given information. So here mean that is a rhombus. Okay, so here 90 they are, and these two sides equal. That means these two angles equal as 45, 45. Okay, why it happened? This is 90 and these two sides equal. Their front angles equal. 45, 45, this is 90. Then you can find out the exterior angle here. So how to find that exterior? Just from 180 subtracts that 45 degree. Okay, then that gives you 135. Okay, then here 135, then this equal to this ADC. So that is also given 135 degrees. 135 degrees. Right, nice questions are there now. See everyone. So find the value of x. Now you can see this is a parallelogram. How you say that that is as a parallelogram? Why you say that? The opposite sides are parallel. This side's parallel, this side parallel, this side. So that is a parallelogram. So here 70 degree mean here also 70 degree. Why it comes? Because the opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. So as I mentioned previously, when you see the radius, right, make them are equal. So here 70 mean here also 70. Okay, the opposite angles are equal. Now you know that the angles inside this triangle add up to 180. Then you can write x plus 70 degree plus 70 degree. That gives you 180 degrees. Okay, then x plus 140 degree equal 180 degree. So x equal 180 subtracts 140. So that gives you, right, 40 degrees there. Understood, everyone? So here use this theorem of the parallelogram and you choose the interior angle sum. Right, now check, find the length of DE. Right now, what is the theorem apply? Now see that this is the side and this is indicated as midpoint. How you see at midpoint? 3, 3. Okay, now what happened? So from the midpoint of this triangle, a parallel line drawn to the other sides. So this is a parallel line drawn to the other side. Okay, then they apply the converse of the midpoint theorem. දැන් ළමයි මේක දන්නේ නැහැ. ළමයි කරන්නේ මේකෙන් half මෙතෙන්ට ගන්නවා. හැබැයි ඉස්සෙල්ලා මොක කරන්න බෑ. Why not two midpoints given? First apply what? First apply the which theorem? The converse of that one. Okay. So from one point, one midpoint, a parallel line drawn to the other side. Then this third side is bisected. This happened first. Okay. Now the midpoint theorem apply. Okay, now you can apply. Why now two midpoints there? Then that is connected here. 4 mean here half of that. So that means 2 centimeter. So D equal 2 centimeter. First the converse, then the theorem. Right. Find the length of CR. CR length is asking. Now check. Okay. Here, did you do it? Mega Karada, did you do it? This question? But any answers? Yes. How did you do it? Okay. Yes, but I think data is missing, not missing. Yes, the correct way. How you take that logic? Here, I think one data is missing. What is that missing data? Without those, you feel data is sufficient? Tell me. I feel that one data is missing. So here, that to be given, either two sides should be equal here or here. So that one to be stated. Yes. Because otherwise we cannot apply anything. Yes. Is that correct? That data is one data is missing. Without that, how you get it? Yes, I think that to be given. Okay, here at least one. Sorry, one midpoint to be given. Then I apply to this triangle the converse of midpoint theorem. Then these two equal. Okay, then the converse apply. Then this is the bisected. Why? From one midpoint, a parallel line is drawn to the other side, means the third side is bisected. That is happened. Now in this triangle, right, one side midpoint is this one and parallel line drawn to the other side. Then this side also bisected. So now the midpoint theorems are applied. Even here, to be given PR equal RQ. Right now, here this length 4.5. So here, as per the midpoint theorem, RM equal half of 4.5. Right. Then similarly, CM equal half of this side length. Applying the midpoint theorem to ABQ triangle. Okay, then half of that is the CM equal 7.5 half. බලන්න මම divide කරන්න නැතුව කරන විදිහ. Then I add this to 4.5 upon 2 plus 7.5 upon 2. Then what happened? It gives you 7.5.510. Right. Then 7 plus 4, 11 plus 1, 12 divided by 2. That gives you 6 centimeter. So what is the answer? CR equal 6 centimeter. Right. Right. AB is the chord of the circle with center O. Find the radius of the circle. Right. Now check. Radius you need to mark. This is the radius R. Now chord is bisected means this to be perpendicular. That's the converse of that theorem. Right. When a perpendicular drawn mean the chord is bisected. So here total is 8 mean here also given bisected. So 4. So midpoint connected means here perpendicular should be there. Now I can extract that triangle. So here R, here 3, and here 4. So now you can find out R 3, 4, then R equal 5 as per the Pythagoras theorem. 3, 4, 5, R equal 5 centimeters. Okay, now check the other one. If AB equals 16 centimeters, so this is 8 centimeter and this is 8 centimeter. So OE equals 6 centimeter. This is 6 centimeter. Okay. Then in the circle with center O, find the radius of the circle. They're asking this radius. Okay. If midpoint connected means that is perpendicular. Okay, now you can check 6, 8. So I have introduced to the Pythagoras triples mostly applicable in oral paper. 6, 8, then what is the answer? 10 centimeter. So here 10 centimeter. Okay, 6, 8, 10, 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13. Remember that 3 Pythagoras triples forever. Right. So now check question number 13. So this one, if AB equals 16 centimeter, so AB equals 16 centimeter, so that perpendicular drawn, that means bisected. Yes, OM equal ON, right? So that is equal and 6 centimeter in the circle center. Find the length of CD, right? CD, right? CD. Right, AB equals 16 centimeter, right? Here there is a theorem, but now that theorem is not here. What is that theorem? Whenever there is two chords with equal distance from the center, but now that is not in the syllabus. Whenever the two chords they are with same distance from the center, then the two chords to be equal in length. So what happened from O to AB chord length, this length equal CD chord length. This from the center, the two chords are from the same length. Then that to be equal in lengthwise. The chord to be equal in lengthwise. ඒ කියන්නේ center එකේ ඉඳලා එකම distance එකෙන් තියෙන chord සමානයි. right එකම distance එකෙන් තියෙන chord සමානයි. එහෙනම් මෙයා එකම hiking AB ඉන්නවා. මෙතන ඉඳලා hiking CD ඉන්නවා. So AB equals CD, right? The same distance from the center, the chords are equal. So now AB is now 16, so CD also 16. So that is my argument, but check whether as per the known theorem also you can find it. ඔයාට දන්න තීරම් වලින් උනත් ඒක හොයන්න පුළුවන්. කොහොමද හොයන්නේ? දැන් මම ඒක පාවිච්චි කරේ. මේක not in the syllabus now, but now check. Here 6 centimeter there, you can find out this radius. Here AB is the total chord, then it is bisected here, then here 8. 8, 6 means here 10. Radius 10. So now apply for this triangle. Here 10 there, 10, 6 mean here also 8. Then this part 8 mean perpendicular drawn mean this is bisector. So here 8, here 8, again 16. Without that theorem also you can find that length as 16 centimeter. So remember the theorem I told that the same distance chords are equal from the center. Okay, now check AB is a chord of the circle with center. Or find the magnitude of ABC. ABC magnitude එක අහනවා පුතා. Now whenever you see that the chord is bisected, right, what you put there, that's 90 degree. If 90 degree there, put bisected. So here 90 degree. Now they are asking, so here 90, 50 means here 40. Why? These are the interior angles sum. Now you can see that. So here 50, they are asking ABC. ABC. ඒක හොයන්න නම් ඔය මුකුත් ඕනේ නැහැ. Right. So this is the angle at the center. This is angle at the sector. So here is half of 50, that is 25 degree. Here 50 at the center, here at the sector, ABC is half of 50, 25 degrees. Right, now check this one. So these are the circle geometry. AB is the diameter of the circle with center O. Find the magnitude of ACB. ACB angle එක අහන පුතා දැකපු ගමන් diameter දැකපු ගමන් දාන්න ඕනේ 90. හරිනේ. කොහේ හරි diameter දැක්කොත් 90 apply කරන්න. Okay. So this is diameter, apply on the 90 degree. Okay. ACB 90 degree. AB is the diameter. CAB. Now, whenever you see the diameter, apply on the circumference 90. Then 90 they are. So as I mentioned, the pair of these also 90. Why? To make 180. So 40 means here just put 50 degrees. So that is 50 degree. Okay. Now move to the third one. Right. AB is the diameter of the circle with center O. දැකපු ගම radius දාන්න මේ කියපු එක කරන්න. This other radius, so they are equal. This is not a radius, okay? Fine. So now check. If CD equal DB, now they mention CD equal DB, yes. Write down the relationship. Now apply the midpoint theorem. දැක්ක නේද? මේ radius equal කියලා දාන එකේ වැදගත්කම හැම විටම. දැන් තමයි midpoint theorem එක පේන්නේ. So to AB, the center O is the midpoint. Then CB midpoint is D. Now two midpoints, okay. Okay. Now you know that the relationship between AC and OD. So when two midpoints connected each other, right, then you know that these two lines are parallel. Then what is the relationship? You can write AC parallel, right? OD, one relationship as per the midpoint theorem. The other one is OD equal, right, half of AC length, half of AC length. Okay, understood? Fine. Right. So now the question number 16. See everyone, 16. Find the value of x. This is the sector angle theorem. So this is the angle at the center. This is the angle at the sector. Okay. So center angle 52, sector angle is half of that. They are subtend from the same terminal. So x is half of 52. 52 getting half puta. So x comes as 26 degrees. Okay, so now check here. So this is the angle at the center, that is 50 degree. Okay, then here the angle at the sector, that is x. So x is half of 50 degree. Then සමහරුන්ට මේකේ පැටලිල්ලක් එනවා කවුද half ද දෙගුණේද කියලා. එතකොට මොකද්ද බලන්න ඕනේ සිහියෙන්. දැන් set එකේ angle එක බලන්න subtend ප්‍රමාණය අඩුයි. angle එකේ size එක අඩුයි. center එකට වෙද්දී ඈත් වෙලා right. එතකොට angle size එක වැඩි. එතකොට වැඩි කෙනා තමයි twice. අඩු කෙනා half. අරයාගෙන් half. Okay. Right. Now find the value of BOC. BOC. Right. Now check here. When two radius given, as I mentioned, you put they are equal. This also equal. Now here 34 mean here 34. Now you can apply the extreme angle theorem. Okay, so this is the extreme angle theorem. 34 plus 34 equal BOC. So BOC angle equal, right, 34 plus 34. So that gives you 64, 448, 68 angles. So 68 degrees BOC. Okay, fine. So fourth one, find the magnitude of BCO. BCO. Right here 50 means puta, so can see different way. Here chord is bisected, that means here 90 degree. So here 90 degree means vertically opposite, here also 90 degree. Now here 50 means you know that the angle at the sector is half of 50, that comes as 25 degree. Okay, now they are asking what the angle BCO, I write it as x. Now enlarge this triangle. So here 90, here 25, here x. Now you can see these three add up to 180. So x plus 25 plus 90 equal 180. Okay, then you can see that x plus 5 is 115 equal 180. So x equal just 180 subtract 115. 65 degrees. X has 65 degrees. Okay. Right, check the next question. Find the value of x. Now here 108, 110, here x What is the relationship? Some students will think that this is cyclic quadrilateral and put 70. Sure, අනිවාර්යෙන් ඔය උත්තර තියෙනවා. Is this a cyclic quadrilateral? No. Why here the center? All the vertex should be in the circumference. Right. So now here 110 means here this is twice of that. Why? This is on the two different segments. Here 110 means this reflex is the twice of that. So 110 means reflex is 220. Miyagi twice එක reflex එකට එන්නේ 220. Okay. Now you know that the angles on this point around this point is 360. Then from 360 subtracts 220, so that gives you 140 degrees. So x equal 140 degrees. Understand that one now, right? The තේරුම් ගන්න මේක ගොඩක් ළමයින්ට බෑ. Here twice, reflex is twice, then you can find the here with the angle of around the point. Now this one. Whenever you see the radius, see as I mentioned, mark this distance are equal. So here 30 mean here 30, right? Then you can find 30, 30, 60. That put as equation that one. Here now the twice and half that relationship can take here because that's the circle and these are center and sector. So 30, 30, 60 mean here you can find out here 120. How the angles of a triangle? 30, 30, 60 here 120. Okay, now here the center 120, this is the sector. From this angle, half is the y. So y is half of 120, that comes as the 60 degree. Making half y, 120 in half, yeah, 60 volt. Okay. Right, now move to the question number 17. Now check what they're asking. ADC, right? Now they are using the cyclic quadrilateral theorems. Now now this is a cyclic quadrilateral. Their opposite angles are add up to 180. So here 80 means here 100 degrees, here 100. Okay, here 80 mean here 100. Understood? So the cyclic quadrilateral theorems applied. Okay. Right. Now part 2, find the value of x. Now this is also cyclic quadrilateral. You can see that, right, this cyclic quadrilateral, the sum of these two angles is add up to 180. So 3x plus x equal 180. So 4x equal 180. So just divide by 4 both the sides, then x equal 4, 4, 16. For 2 remaining 420, 45. So x equal 45 degrees. Okay, right, that is the answer. So now check the third one. Here, find the magnitude of x such that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So they're asking x such that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Then cyclic circle එකක් ඇඳලා නොතිබෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි යාලා කියනෝනේ cyclic quadrilateral, that means all four vertex lies on a circle. Then apply the theorem. So then these are the opposite angles. They are supplementary. Okay. Right. Now you can see that x plus 60 degree equal 180. So x equal 120 degrees. Okay. Understood? Right. So now next one. If PO is a diameter, all the time when the diameter mark the sector angle is 90 degree. Okay, find the value of x. Now check here. Here a cyclic quadrilateral. Then here 110 means this is opposite. Then this is comes as 70 degree. Okay, now check here the triangles, they are into the angles. Now x 90 70, so you can apply x plus 90 plus 70 degree, that gives you 180. So x plus 160 degree equal 180. Okay, subject x as 180, subtracts 160, so that gives you 20 degrees. So x equal 20 degrees. Okay, understood. What are the theorems we apply? Here, diameter from the diameter 90 creates, and this is a cyclic quadrilateral. Then opposite comes supplementary. Then here 70. Now you can add up these angles there. Right now, the fifth one, find the magnitude of SRQ. 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 So this is the angle. Okay. So here 38. Here 38. So now you can see that these two, as I mentioned, all the time marks the two radius are equal. Then you can find out this angle value. Why? These two are equal. Because two radius are equal, mean opposite angles to that sides are also equal. Then from 180, just subtracts 38 first. Then you can see that 2 and 4, 142. Okay, then this is being shared equally. So just divide by 2, then 71 degrees. Okay, 71. So this part is 71 now, this shaded one, colored one. So this is 172. Now you know that this one and this one are opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. Then they are add up to 180. Okay, then from 180 subtracts this 71 degrees. So 109 comes there. Okay, this is 109 degrees. Okay, that's the SRQ value, 109. So, right. Finally done, huh? Right. So the next worksheet number 28 regarding the percentage that to be discussed by the tomorrow, and then we have after that after this, then the statistic part, structured part, the histogram, the frequency polygon, this will be refresh again now, right? So this week is very important, Puta. Everyone participate for the live session. So today was the hardest part, right? You know that today was the hardest part. Why? Today the discussion is the most difficult part, the geometry, and it dealt with a lot of questions there. So you feel that that was better. But do you think that session is okay, good? Or any comments on that? You refresh your knowledge uh, correctly, or you remembered all the theory parts correctly? Um, because you know that some equations, I know that all of you can do it right. Now you are very talented in the geometry, and you are okay, but now you refresh all the theorems. Now you can see that the question arrangement, uh, uh, very good. Your question arrangement was very advanced. Now from the beginning, the small theorems, and then comes to the parallel lines, then triangles, then parallelograms, the quadrilateral circles, then cyclic quadrilateral. But here the tangent not given. As I mentioned, the tangent questions are not there in the first paper. Okay, under the ELC conditions that says the tangent goes to the second paper geometry. Okay, that's why tangents been not applied here, tangent related question, but all other most of the theorems were there. Right, those who didn't do it, again do it, right? You will refresh all the theorem parts together. That not much hard questions there. Okay, so as the revise and rise today classes, we did complete that geometry part. So the next day we have the percentage part. So everyone, those who did that part, do it, and the next one, the cumulative frequency part, completely do it. Then you will refresh, because you know that the percentage question is there in the part first paper, part B, as well as in the second paper. Okay, then statistic question is there in the first paper, part B, like pie chart, is histogram, or cumulative frequency. Out of these three, one is there, or two will combine together and will give the question. Okay, right. I think today I thought that the class wouldn't be cancelled. I had issue with the internet connection, and But however, we managed it and we completed the successful geometric session today. Okay, then we will meet by tomorrow and after the tomorrow for this session. Everyone complete this two remaining part and participate for the section. Okay, thank you very much, my students. We'll meet by tomorrow. Right. Have a nice day.